Bit of swing, but it was really wide. So he went over and had a little handshake with Justin Langer earlier. He's a very, very good man, an excellent coach.
Yeah, unlike you, I get along with all my colleagues. He was with me at the World Test Championship final. Just had to go say hello.
Wondered where you were going with that.
Batters very keen on using their feet. And Cook very, very good in terms of economy in Fenbridge. Where he just hit a lane, found a bit of shape. Slot pitch should ideally be very good for him. At least the first game it felt like it was a pitch where the Pacers enjoyed bowling in it. But today it looks a much better pitch to bat on.
70 not out and 71 in his last two innings, David Warner. Hurry here, and he does. Jamie Smith hit it so well it got to David Willey quickly. Sonny Baker bowled to him in the first five, staying over the wicket and nipping it across this, obviously aided by the Lord's slope.
Nicely in position. Found a bit of shape to the right-hander going away, and similarly to the left-hander, just trying to put a little bit of in-swing, seem bolt upright and moving away using the slope. Nicely done.
Down the pitch, over mid-off. Warner gets his first boundary, 10 balls done, 19 scored.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून पीसर।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ सर।
Akeal Hosein, who was player of the match in the last game that the Trent Rockets played. 2 for 28 that last game. He often bowls the first over, he often bowls in the power play. It's going to be the latter.
As a bowler, have a look at where the release point is. They will want to step on early. As a bowler, you need to be very aware of that. I think Sam Cook missed a bit of a trick there. rest assured. It's either going over covers or the slot speed. One of these two shots Jamie Smith is definitely going to try here.
Yeah, with long off up, that is an option. Akeal Hosein, not a massive spinner of the ball, but he does vary it nicely. That's that quicker arm ball, and then the slower one that just grips. He's not afraid of tossing it up. There is the slot sweep. Man tries to get round. Does.
You almost want to play Akeal Hosein like a fast bowler. Look for the one that comes quickly into you and then play the shot on the leg side. But the moment you know it's slower, try and use the offside. Go up and over the offside.
Just chipped.
Good line here from Akeal Hosein. Akeal Hosein has had a good tournament so far, but sadly for him would be leaving after this game. I think George Linde will be replacing him. That's a fair deal, I think.
Sign the deal, Akeal.
And this is a really good contest. David Warner likes taking on the left-arm spinners. For that matter, most spinners, but Akeal Hosein is someone he'll be looking to target. Akeal Hosein has kept it very simple here. He just wants to target into the pads and not give him room to work with. Will be leaving at the end of this game, but George Linde will probably only after Trent off his best game, busy playing for South Africa against Australia in Darwin right now.
Akeal's off to the CPL. It's a turn there. But that's a good 5. Just the 5 runs, 25 scored from 15.
Good stuff from Akeal Hosein. It isn't easy bowling with the shorter square boundaries, but he's done well for himself. He's varied his pace, his line. Got two good players here, Jamie Smith and David Warner, someone who takes on the spinners quite nicely.
In the tournament so far for Lockie Ferguson, a 3-for and 1 wicket in the next game. Changes his pace really well. Generally very fast, but lots of variations. That's the sort of
फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और शुद्ध फॉर्च्यून बेसन में बने गर्मा गर्म पकौड़े। माँ,
हवा बारिश हो रही थी ना, तो सोचा पकौड़े बना दो।
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
Steady start from the home side, mainly thanks to the bat of Jamie Smith, who has 22 from 14. Akeal Hosein, change of ends for him, comes at the pavilion end. Last 5 in the power play.
Loves the back cut. Kane Williamson. Very strong over covers. Gleeson will be looking to make sure that he doesn't give away anything easy on the offside. If he converts one on the leg side, he'll be okay with it.
Arm ball, beautiful arm ball. Offering up the width. The moment it left his hand, Kane Williamson had thought, there's my back cut. But it just swung him beautifully. Look at that seam position, uses that finger. High class bowling. And this time he does get it through.
They had the slip in, so they didn't have the extra man on the offside saving the boundary from the circle. Kane Williamson finds that gap quite easily. One of his strengths, hitting through covers.
Into out, towards long off. Side, will it carry? Yes, I think it did. Put down by Hosein in the deep. And it was Jamie Smith as well. 7 in the power play. 37 for 1. He struggled to pick it up to start with, and that signal is the end of the power play. 25 balls gone, 37 runs. Sam Cook, a bit of wind. No, Morgan seems a good move to Jamie Smith at the top of the order.
Yep. Everyone, I should say, really good move. To bring in white ball cricket, huge amount of talent to work with. The Smith upward curve, his development, and at rapid pace as well. Shots we've seen tonight, to overhit the ball. Guys remains in control. Try and force it or slug it. Nets talked about how he uses a bit of a heavier bat in 100 cricket or T20 cricket. Trying to overswing the ball, trusts his swing.
Looked like Sam Cook was going to go to that slightly wider line. Jamie Smith is
Tall, good reach. Imagine in his career, particularly right here and now when things are flying high.
played over the offside. Talked about that being Kane Williamson's strength. A bit of room, got himself a bit of room to the leg side to open it up.
Gets lower ball from Cook. His second of the 5, back in the hand. Width on offer, allows Williamson just to work his hands to the left of extra cover. Started well as the London Spirit captain.
Since beat this time. The other side of the deep cover fielder.
Yeah, just reading the game well. So more previous delivery, pace on and predicted from Williamson. Point in the ring, third in the ring. Just needs to find the gap and does so.
That's Kane Williamson at his best, finding the gaps. Finish 5 with a single, score on to 48 runs.
घोर मान करने का गुनाह किया या हमने किसी तरह जीने के लिए आजादी हासिल की थी। किसी के बनाए कानून को आंख बंद करके इस तरह से नहीं मानना चाहिए। दिल्ली के दरबार अगर दम है तो राजा को मानो, नहीं तो जिंदगी भर उसकी गुलामी करते रहो। सुन ले और सुन स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क पर।
Stoinis, on from the nursery end. Best of 2 wickets for no runs. That was just off 5 balls at Trent Bridge in the last run out for the Rockets. Well, it was a real mixture of length and slower balls into length.
one-handed, then lost it. Williamson off to a flyer, 20.
Trent in the last game, and has been in decent form with the bat as well, so all-round contributions. Still 3 for 22. Going against two fine players in good form. It starts with the googly. He does look to bowl stump to stump, ready to bring the stumps into play. I get the feeling Rehan would watch it to try and sweep him.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes up and down, the ball tries to bring the stumps into play as often as possible. Jamie Smith will look to target him straight back over his head or go mid-wicket.
Aerial. Palmed over the crossbar for 6.
That's Lockie Ferguson down at long on. Picks up the length so quickly. Flat 57 miles per hour. The power that spin gets on him makes it more difficult for Ferguson to pick up. He's off the boundary.
Using his feet this time. Really going up the attack.
Deception that Jamie Smith has. Hits the ball harder than it looks. It almost looks effortless.
Little chair. Collects the ball successfully. One of those when you drop the catch that you should have taken. You need to stay strong in the mind and want the ball to come to you. Quite often it does. When you've made a mistake in the field, it comes your way again. Once again, chance to pick it up cleanly, the long barrier's out. Better safe than sorry. 64 runs of 40 balls.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून पीसर।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
When he's done himself in the Southern Brave, didn't get the opportunity necessarily he thought that he deserved. Hugely talented cricketer, like him now at the top of the order, batting at 3, an opportunity with the ball. Obviously comes in and plays his shots, but the role that he's playing in this Trent Rocket sides means that he should play the majority, if not all, of the games. And at his age, very young age, with all the talent that he has, only 21 years old, needs game time.
Quick signal. Yeah, he looks a talent. I think what I like, what Andy Flower and Trent Rockets have done is he's shown brilliant form in the red ball for Leicestershire Foxes, and they've said, okay, you've been in brilliant form this summer, your confidence is high, you can bat 3 for us. Using players full of confidence, have the freedom to go and play their shots. Phoenix last Friday night, slightly slower, and it was a drop catch, I think.
Yeah, I think something on this. Tom Alsop, who has the gloves today, in place of Tom Banton, who has been keeping. The pace on delivery, yeah, big edge, thick edge. And it goes down. 77 miles per hour is coming up as from Lockie Ferguson.
Sure, Williamson's just missed a full toss. Has just missed his off stump. Seam up delivery, pace on, 89 miles an hour, attempted Yorker. Ferguson got it wrong, but so nearly. Got his fellow countryman out. Eventful 3 balls so far. Wider in the air. Is it going to be an opportunity? No. Land safe, somehow.
Oh, it's in the air for an age. David Willey thought he was making it. He's an outstanding fielder. As captain, finds himself at mid-off. Pace off again. There's been 3 out of 4 deliveries have been slower balls. There it is. A knuckle ball from Lockie Ferguson.
Struggling to line the change to the pace up from Lockie Ferguson. Brilliant 5 balls. Have just gone for 4 runs. 68 runs off 45 balls.
Yeah, high quality contest. Williamson and Lockie Ferguson would have faced each other a huge amount over the years. In the nets, even domestic cricket, IPL teams, still the deception and quality of that bowling, as good as you'll see.
Yeah, I wonder how tempted David Willey would have been to bowl Lockie Ferguson another 5 there. All over Kane Williamson. Do need a breakthrough. Williamson just wasn't picking the slower balls, but bowling change has come. Stoinis switches to the pavilion end. Starts with a slower ball wide.
It certainly would have been something David Willey considered broadly. You've got the feeling there as if something is building, something is going to happen. 9 balls since the last boundary for the London Spirit. The last 30 balls have been 42 for 1. Williamson now possibly looking to hit down with the slope. As Jamie Smith will look to do the same too.
Brilliant batting. Beautifully called by Owen Morgan.
Yeah, calculated, thinking cricket. So often it can look as if it's instinct. The guarantee is Smith and Williamson. They're looking to pick up anything back of a leg. Shorter boundary, down towards the Tavern and Mount stand here at Lords today. 83 metres. Going with the angle and getting most of it.
You get little cues, a real quick glance from Kane Williamson. Leg side, he's targeted leg side again. Picks up the single. There's a nice bit of footage, Morgan, as you were calling, that Kane Williamson was tempted to go leg side. He just had a little look to see where the fielders were when Stoinis was running in. Yeah, you just feel like pressure's just been released a little bit, that Lockie Ferguson had gathered. Wide 6-1-1 so far. 2 balls to go. Knows exactly where the field is and manipulates the ball where the fielders are.
Yeah, brilliant from Kane Williamson. Brings up the 50 partnership. 53 from 30 balls. So often he can be preoccupied with a short boundary on one side. The awareness of Williamson to the plan that Stoinis was trying to execute.
goes. The point is now back. Williamson feels like he missed out there. Full toss to finish that 5, 82 runs for the 1 wicket.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना
स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल। बेटे को देना चाहते हैं तो उसमें क्या गलत है?
ये बेटा भी
Williamson has his highest score now in the 100, 36 to him. Started out at number 3 in the first game, then was put to open in the next couple, and now back down to 3. Jamie Smith opening the batting. All going well at the moment. Chris barring a couple of lucky moments, couple of drop catches going his way.
Yeah, spirit.
What do you think the best options are at this stage of the game? You're halfway through. What's the best options with the ball?
Well, I think their mystery spread is Rehan Ahmed, who's currently bowling. It's probably their best chance of getting a wicket at this stage of the game. You want a bit of mystery in the middle. It doesn't look like the surface is overly great against spin. We saw in the women's game earlier that spin played a big part. I think it's just not quite coming onto the bat. There's a little bit of hold, and obviously a mystery spreader brings enough mystery as it is.
And David Warner, just after he was dismissed, he had a little look at the surface, and just seemed like it seemed to sort of stick in the surface a little bit, and he obviously didn't quite read that either. And that's off the bowling of Ferguson. The extra bit of pace. Yes, he does have those knuckleballs and the change of pace, but generally his pace on. Just falling short. Pushed it nice and wide when he saw him coming. It's good bowling. 86 on the ball. Right, David Willey coming over from the Welsh Fire, toast with captaining the side. How do you feel his captaincy has gone this year?
Very, very good.
Starts well with the ball here as well. Ricked it might have been interesting.
He's also changed his bowlers very well. He's an experienced campaigner, played a lot of T20 and 100 ball cricket now. I think he thrives off being in charge, to be honest with you. Having played a lot with Dave, he does like that responsibility, shall we say.
32 matches now for David Willey in the 100. It's good, really good from David Willey, not giving him the room that he was hoping for. He's been in 3 different teams as well. Welsh Fire,
lost a bit of steam here.
Up and over the offside. That is a tremendous shot from Ollie Pope.
They need more of these. They look like they were going to get 170, 175. But things just not in their control at the moment. But Ollie Pope getting his first boundary quite nicely over covers.
Very, very quickly. Likes to be busy. There's Ollie Pope, all formats of the game. Push hard, ones and twos. It's away. One period, 21 balls left in this innings. What can the London Spirit get? Good 5 from Ahmed. 80 balls, 118 runs.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Heroes don't terrorize anyone.
The Hunt, the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, streaming now on Sony Live.
Lockie Ferguson already completed half of his work with the ball thus far. Holden, brilliant set of 5 to Kane, Williamson. Variations and piece on deliveries. Slower ball. It's going to be called a wide.
Just have a look as to how Lockie Ferguson holds the ball before he releases, almost with his knuckles. A very late change. Comes normally almost up to halfway into his run-up and then changes his fingers.
Goes leg side and finds the gap. Ashton Turner. A good shot. The Spirit have targeted down the slope throughout the whole innings. Really.
Similar ball, the knuckle ball as they call it. Ashton Turner up to it. He knew the gap and went through with the shot very confidently.
Yeah, another easy shot to play against a quality bowler. Picks up his first boundary. Pace off again from Ferguson. This over so far, 71 miles per hour. 75, then 77. Can bowl. 9.
Doesn't want to give anything, any pace. Have a look at his forefinger and middle finger here as it just gets under the ball as he's about to release it. And that's so hard to pick as a batter. And that's what makes Lockie Ferguson such a good bowler at the death. The change of pace. We worked a lot with Lockie, and he's just constantly getting better with his knuckleball and his ability to bowl at the death.
Yeah, absolutely. We both played alongside him for a couple of seasons in the IPL. Worked so hard at developing these skills. Subtle change right at the last minute. Takes hours and hours of practice to perfect. Full toss. Clubbed away. Long on. Can't do anything. Runs away again, targeting down the slope. Good effort from Stoinis.
If there is a ball that Lockie Ferguson really wants to keep improving, that's the Yorker. Didn't get this one right. Plenty of knuckleballs, but this one going for a Yorker. Getting the direction. Or his execution.
Slower ball bouncer. Due adjudicated a wide. Ferguson just indicating Ashton Turner might have ducked inside the line of it. DK starting to get to a stage where talk about what a good score is first inning. So difficult sometimes at Lord, you have to say conditions. Today look better to bat than they did in the very first game. Pace off. Doesn't quite get the timing. Hope as well. Scurries back for two. 85 balls bowled, 132 runs.
A good set of 5. Paul London Spirit here picked up 14 of Lockie Ferguson, and Lockie Ferguson is looked at as the most important bowler for Red Rockets at the death. So the girls get close to 150. You would think 165 is probably par at the moment. You'd expect London Spirit to achieve that. Just another 32 or 33 to get from the next 15. It's not easy, but it's doable.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering Trent Rockets men have gone 2 from 2 in this year's tournament, both chasing. Carved away offside. Field is set for that delivery. Deep point, deep cover for Sam Cook. Which tends to suggest he's going to stay wide, right on the wide line. Just variations of pace to Turner. Looks like that plan is now changing for Ollie Pope. Mid-off comes up, deep square and cow corner, go back. Currently they only have 3 in the ring. David Willey recognises this. Stops Sam Cook running in. Fine leg now up, Akeal is same. Pace off, good fielding. Joe Root in saving the single.
You can only plan this for Ollie Pope. Just take complete, is giving nothing of it. Really well fielded by Joe Root. He's eating like fine wine, Joe Root.
He certainly is, just gets better and better. Still looks about 15. Yeah, keeps himself in good nick. Looking forward to see him bat later on this evening. Yeah, good bowling. Oh, wide is called. Worth looking at this, DK. Obviously the blue line is only a guideline for umpires.
On the blue line, so that belongs to the umpire. On some days you might get it your way, but today wasn't meant to be for Sam Cook.
Square leg comes up, long off back. Pace on. Ollie Pope climbs into it over extra cover. Much needed bound.
Yeah, he likes targeting over covers. We spoke about Sam Cook not giving him pace, but this one, his top delivery at 81 miles per hour and is met with.
Yeah, touch player, Ollie Pope. Plan was to take pace off, but on the full pace delivery, gets it away. Carved away through square on the offside. Back-to-back boundaries for the London Spirit.
The Spirit on a roll here. 24 of the last 9, and this one the last boundary, cut powerfully.
I just wonder what has made Sam Cook go pace on. Cut off 7:40. It's just 2 minutes away.
दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल आज ही ऑर्डर करें। फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
Mid off up. the point deep cover, same field. Pace off and clubbed well down the ground. London Spirit just gathering momentum nicely.
Ashton Turner looking for the slow one here, and that's exactly what it was. It takes skill to put it away at the boundary, and that he did.
The majority of his balls today have been pace off. Pace on this occasion, mid-off does well. David Willey just gets around. And Spirit creeping up to a good score, you'd think, DK.
165 is the number. 165 is what London Spirit should be looking for. Very doable. And with the extra fielder coming in, most likely after this ball, it's going to only get harder for Lockie Ferguson here.
Yeah, umpire Russell Warren just indicating the penalty, slow rate penalty, has been incurred. Extra fielder has to come in. Goes short. The call is 2 from Pope. Only get 1.
He's got very little room to work with. He's got all 4 on the offside up, barring sweeper cover. At the start, he wanted to bowl with the third man back, the wide third man, so he could bowl the wide Yorker. Now he's lost out on that option. He's got to keep it on the stumps now.
Yeah, good from Ashton Turner. Even though Ferguson followed him, he has found a way to get it up and over to the vacant fine leg boundary.
Very good batting from Ashton Turner. Gave himself room. Lockie Ferguson following and bowling quite a nice ball. But the key was to understand the gap there.
Slapped straight, and another boundary from Ashton Turner. This is brilliant from Turner. Power and poise. 5 balls left, 158 runs.
This is outstanding batting from Ashton Turner. Pulled behind square the last one. This one straight down the ground. David Willey had nothing to do there. London Spirit are definitely on their way to a very comfortable score.
Yeah. The home fans cameo from Turner. 30 from 15. The partnership has raced to 46 from just 19 deliveries. Still have 5 left.
Understanding where. Look at Ashton Turner. He almost finishes behind the stumps as his follow through. Tells you how much he's using the depth of the crease there and his height to good advantage. Good batting from Ashton Turner so far.
Now have Stoinis with ball in hand. Field set is the whole of the offside in the ring. No margin for error. You would imagine Ashton Turner is going to give himself some room. No, doesn't. Leading edge, Rehan Ahmed. Brilliant catch from the young man. One of the most difficult things to do. Turn over your shoulder and take a catch like that. He does well.
Rehan Ahmed making that look really easy. Just watching him from the port, had absolutely no hesitation or doubts in his mind, comfortably running and making it look rather simple. Good bowling by Stoinis. But Ashton Turner has played a cameo here. The 30 runs of just the 16 that he's got is going to help London Spirit. But for the moment, he has to leave London Spirit 158 after 96.
Very valuable.
पकौड़ों के मौसम के लिए खास फॉर्च्यून सोयाबीन ऑयल और 100% चना दाल से बना फॉर्च्यून बेसन।
पकौड़ों का मौसम आया और फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल का मॉनसून स्पेशल पैक भी लाया। आज ही ऑर्डर करें फॉर्च्यून रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल।
नीम, हल्दी, चंदन, एलोवेरा, मंचिष्ट, पाम व कोकोनट ऑयल आदि से निर्मित पतंजलि भाप।
2 is the call. Overton is quick, as is Pope.
Good bowling from Stoinis. He's kept it simple here. 2 balls, 2 Yorkers into leg stump.
Overton, he likes going straight, likes going leg side. Stoinis has to keep his line in a leg stump. Goes slower ball into the wicket. Good bowling.
Generally, when a bowler is getting his Yorkers right, he'd mix it up with something different for one ball, but then go back to the Yorker. Let's have a look if Marcus Stoinis is going to go back to his leg stump Yorker here. Having a word with David Willey. If I was Jamie Overton, I'd be opening up my left leg, looking for that Yorker.
Yeah, great call, DK. Good delivery as well. Overton trying to hustle back for 2, but the throw goes to the wrong end, and they make it comfortably. Good 4 deliveries from Stoinis. Wicket with his first. 2-2, so just conceding the 4 in the final 5 thus far. Even with the extra fielder in the ring, done a good job. Consultation again with Stoinis and his captain Willey. Stick with the same play. For a 2.
Review for a court, we've got a soft signal out. It's a fair delivery, just playing that through. Okay, just take it back. Play through. Okay, I've got fingers underneath the ball, ready with my decision.
Yeah, good decision, good catch. Anna Harris swiftly moving the game along. Max Holden does well. London Spirit post 162 from their 100 balls, and they look happy with their work. Andy Flower, head coach, 2 from 2 in this year's tournament, and captain under David Willey, done well. Jamie Smith moving to the top of the order from 3 has proved fruitful. 52 from 34 and a powerful one at that, well supported from his captain Kane, Williamson 45 and a cameo